Hey Diva Dolls, this is Crystal Chanel and I am back with a new kind of video on my channel. Oh my gosh. Let me take a sip of this tea right here because y'all, I said to myself, you know what? You need to come up with some new content. You need to do something different. What you've been doing has been working for you, but you want more, so you got to do more, okay? I believe in that. So guess what? Your girl decided to go ahead and start something new, which is basically Tea Talk Tuesdays. It's Talk Through Tuesdays. Whatever you want to call it. You can ask me anything. I'll get through as many questions. This is my first attempt at doing that. On my Instagram, I have been posting, I've been asking questions as far as the box that comes up for Ask Me Anything. So this video, I'm going to touch a little bit on friendship, a little bit on business, a little bit on weight loss, and a little bit on love. So if you want to see the tea and get the beat details, then girl, you know what to do. Stay tuned. Okay, so yeah, let's just get into this. I am never going to get used to talking to myself. But I'm gonna give it a go. I'm gonna try not to be super long-winded. I got my tea because I know a lot of y'all are here for that tea, honey. So by the way, I am on keto, the keto diet. I'll put more details with a link in my box. You can go get some details about that. But it's basically no sugar, which is carbs. So can't believe I'm doing this video. Let's get started. I'm gonna do my base and my eyebrows first, and I'm gonna talk about with that topic, because I can talk and talk and talk, as y'all already know. With that topic, I'm gonna go ahead and talk about relationships. Okay, so first thing is, people always ask me, oh, I thought you were a lesbian. Oh, I thought you were straight. Oh, are you bi? Like, y'all, it's 2018, you know what I'm saying? Stop putting labels on people. I'm not one of those no label peoples, but I really don't know. Like, I just go with what I feel. And by the way, this is Fancy 525 primer for your face, and I love following that up with NYX Honey Do Me Up because it gives you like this natural glow, so you're never cakey under your makeup. So no labels. So ever since I was younger, I always just appreciated pretty things, okay? So whether that was food, whether that was people, whether that was pictures, art, whatever. I like pretty things, you know, jewelry, hair, makeup. So I never thought about women in a way of, oh my God, I wanna hit that, or oh my gosh, she looks so good. Like, I've never thought about women that way. I still don't. And the fact is, when I decided to move to North Carolina 11 years ago, I figured instead of me being curious, like always hearing about my friends trying things, because my best friend at the time started dating girls and she used to be like, oh, she fucked the shit out of me. Oh, she fucked me. I'm thinking like, how? So I will always say how, and they will always be like, oh, you gotta find out. So I guess you can say it started with me being bi-curious. I was always wondering like, what do they mean? How can that happen? Like, they were like, no, we don't use toys, da da da. I'm thinking like, what do you mean you don't use toys? But nobody could really answer my question ever. And it's so funny because now I say the same thing. I'm like, girl, you just gonna have to find out. Like, it's too much to explain, or I can't explain it, but I understand now, okay? But the first experience I had, the girl loved me like off. She loved me off so much. She really liked me. She wouldn't just have relations with me. She wanted a relationship, and I guess that was my first time experiencing how females are, where they're really emotional. And even though I'm a Cancer, I'm on the cusp. I'm like a Cancer Leo. So I don't think I have that whole emotional side of me. Like, I can be emotional, of course, but it's not just a part of my nature. So that was my first girl experience. I wanted just to have relations, just to see what it was like, but that person kind of, I'm not going to use the word pressure because I was not pressured, but they were really adamant about, I like you more than just trying this. Long story short is we didn't work out. We tried to stay friends, but you can't really be friends with an ex. You can be cordial and not be sexually attracted to an ex. I do believe that, but you always have that thing there, that what if, or I don't know. I think it just depends on the person and depends on that relationship. But if you were with somebody for that long, it's almost like, no, you're always going to be just exes. But I can respect you in your situation and you can respect me in my situation, especially when it was you that exited the situation. Like, that's one thing about me. I don't know what that is. I exit a lot of my relationships because if I feel like I'm missing something or not getting something, I just call it quits. So, okay. That kind of explains about the questions people always asking me, are you gay? Girl, I just do what I do. Like, I just do what I like. And after I dated my first girlfriend, I ended up dating 2 more girls after that. I was in a relationship straight up for like 10 years and I didn't have relations with guys at all. So I guess during that time of my life, I was a lesbian. But I've never made that claim. I never said I'm strictly dickly or nothing. Again, it's not about what's between a person's leg. It's really, to me, about what they're about, how they make me feel, how they treat me, and you know, everything else is a bonus. Someone else did ask if I'm in a relationship right now. The short answer to that is technically no, but the long answer to that is y'all clearly see one person around me all day, every day, and that person, we got our ups and downs. Again, I'm not the kind of person to put anyone under the bus, so I will never speak bad. Obviously, I still have them around me, so at the end of the day, I love that person, I respect that person, and I don't know, I think we're both in a place of figuring shit out. Because I have learned through all these relationships that if you're not secure and comfortable in yourself and what you got going on, it's gonna be really difficult for you to remain happy or not have those insecurities or anything press off on the next person. If you really don't feel comfortable and secure within yourself, you may, whether it's intentional or not, put those vibes out to the person you're dealing with in your relationship, and that can fuck some shit up. So to everybody who has something to say about what y'all think y'all know about me and my situation, me and my relationship, me and my past or current or whatever you want to call it, like, y'all really don't know. And I'm not the one to be blasting people, nor is it I'm saying it's stuff to be blasted. We know what it is, and we know what we want and what we are striving for, if that makes sense. So I try to give the short and a long version of that. Y'all, this light is not the best. Like, first of all, the way this makeup oxidizes, that was the Fenty. It oxidizes and it looks on camera kind of casty, like a white, but it doesn't in person. So I don't know. And usually when I go back and warm up my face, it all gets better. But okay, this is basically all I do for my like foundation. What I like to do sometimes is use a kabuki brush and my pressed powder. So another question I always get is about my body, my weight. How much weight have I started? Like, how much weight have I lost? How much weight, how much I weigh now? What did I start at? I'll give y'all this tea, hold on. When I had surgery almost 5 years ago for vertical sleeve surgery, which is basically a form of weight loss surgery that will make your body, or I'm sorry, make your stomach 75% smaller than your average size. So when I did that, that was like 5 years ago. It was really hush hush. I had it hush hush because, I mean, I wasn't ashamed, but I just know I didn't have a lot of support at the time from my family and friends. And I don't think they were trying to come from a negative place, but I took it negative. So for that reason, I decided not to share with my family and friends. Well, actually, I shared it with my close family and my girlfriend at the time. But as far as like the following that I had and the people that I talked to online every day and acquaintances, co-workers, like I didn't tell people because of the judgment I had from my close family and friends. And that was what made me kind of keep it a secret. I had that as a secret for over a year. And then so many people were sending me messages, asking me questions, and I felt comfortable enough on my journey to share. So a year later, I shared, and my whole vlog channel, my fitness vlog channel, I'll put the links in the comment section down below. With my surgery, I started like 264, 265, and I kind of like went back and forth with that number, and then that was like 60, it's like over 80 pounds a little bit, right? So that's what happened, that's what I did, and I kept it off for the most part. I did gain about 20 pounds back, but y'all, it's life, you go through shit. Like, I'm not sad about that. It's a process. I was struggling with the food before, and I still struggle with it now, but I'm more educated now, so I make better decisions. I'm actually on this keto kick. I've been doing it for a year. On and off, because I just had to get comfortable with it. And now that I'm very comfortable with it, I want to show y'all my progress. So I'll be doing videos on my weight loss channel in regards to keto. So you dolls, if you want to join in, you can do it too. How's my face looking so far? Is it looking okay? Ooh, look at that waist. Okay, anyways. Now, what's the next subject? Let's see. I get so many questions about my friendship. So let's just talk about that. Let's just get straight into it, because I've learned a long time ago, you outgrow people. And I gotta be honest with y'all, I outgrew lots of friendships. I never had a lot of friends because I come from a big family. My family, they're my friends. I have the same friends since the 4th grade. Shout out to my bestie. And I've met friends since through my friends, if that makes sense. So a lot of it, I have my A1s from day one and my family, and that's it. So when I moved to Charlotte, I did befriend a few people, and one person in particular, we liked the same things, we were really close, and we had fun together. Now, as we grew older, as we matured, as I started taking things differently, like more seriously, it seemed more like, instead of us supporting each other, like I say us because I should have been more vocal about how I felt earlier. But again, I'm not an emotional person. I assume people figure shit out. I don't know, I'm working on that myself. But long story short, there's no bad blood between anyone I stopped talking to. There's things that happened, of course, that make you double think and make you realize, you know, this isn't on accord with what the hell I'm doing. And when things happen, you look back on the situation and previous situations, and you start realizing like, wow, they were never here for me before, or wow, when they said that comment, they probably was thinking about me. And there's been so many people that would tag me and be like, hey, you're being talked about. Hey, this person literally sent me messages and was like, you're making fake reports about me, fake accounts. And I'm thinking to myself like, girl, I've been around you since the beginning of me being in Charlotte, which is like 11 years ago. And I've seen you struggle with what people say about you, what people think about you, what people write about you, people making fake accounts, doing all this stuff. I see it. But it really hit me when I was accused of doing some of that to that person. And it really hit me when this person was kind of saying things that to me, it felt like they always wanted to say, but they just never did. And I don't know, a lot of my friends and family peeped it a long time ago, but me being the person I am, I just give everybody the benefit of the doubt. Let me sip this tea, honey, because I give everyone the benefit of the doubt. And that's something I'm also learning now that I'm in my 30s, that you just can't do that. You gotta see people for who they are and what they are. So I never felt supported in my previous business ventures. I always felt like there was some form of, if I say like, oh, I'm doing this, like, oh, well, I got this going on, so yeah, that's cool. I'm like, okay, yeah, that is cool. But it was always that line of some kind of friction there. And I am really big into zodiacs and stuff. So our zodiacs, it just showed us for who we were. So I kind of just chalked it up to that person being that zodiac. But as certain events happened, it really hurt my feelings. It really made me realize that, damn, this isn't really a friend. This is an associate. And then when I downgrade you to associate status, that's like, girl, I'll hit you up when I hit you up. We can go have fun, kiki on a town. But that's it. Like, I keep my friends and family close to my heart. And if you out the circle of trust, like my favorite movie, one of my favorite movies, if you out the circle of trust, you out, baby. But I have no bad blood. I stopped talking to 2 people that were so close to me, and again, just going different directions about different things. I need different vibes around me. The vibes is what I strive for now. Positive vibes only. I literally need that around me because I struggle with a lot. I guess we could save that for another video, but y'all, life is real out here, and it's too fucking short to be worried about the drama going on around you. Whether it's you being taken advantage of by friends, whether it's you being taken advantage of in your love life, or you being taken advantage of by family. So, at the end of the day, you just gotta realize when potential runs out. You gotta realize when you're being played. You gotta realize when someone's really not there for you for what you thought they were there for, but for anything else. And I gotta get my light because it's getting dark. My light must have blew or something, I don't know. Which, by the way, I guess we can talk about that. If y'all want to see how it is that I do my setups for my videos, if you want to see the equipment to use and not to use, like this light just blew and I'm so upset about that. But let me know, give me a comment or something. I will make a whole series about that. I know I mentioned it before. It didn't seem like a lot of people were interested, but then when I go on when I go on Instagram, a lot of people say they are. So maybe I'll just do it anyway, just to see how that goes. But long story short, when it comes to my career, I was working a really good job. Like, you know how people be like, oh, go to school, find a job, get paid well, travel, benefits, all that good stuff. So I had that with the company. And I worked there, y'all, for 12 years. Like, from straight out of high school. Mom started getting sick, so I had to deal with that. She has the Alzheimer's and dementia. And it just made me look at shit differently. It was like, you're just going to work every day. You're not even doing something that you love to do, even though you're good at it. You're helping people, but is this what you're here for? So I guess I like this midlife crisis. I guess it came early for me because of a situation with my mom. So I, at the time, decided to start up some businesses. I started up a hair business, started up a clothing boutique, and I did that for 2 years, y'all. I quit my job. I used the money from my 401k that I have saved up from them 12 years. Long story short is I literally decided to stop doing that because I needed to go back to work. My money started coming in kind of sporadically. I didn't know anything about a budget. I was just getting money fast and spending it even faster. When it comes to working for yourself, you can work a 9 to 5. There's nothing wrong with that. It's just for me and my situation with my family and for how I am, I didn't want to do that. So I quit that job and did blogging full time. Like, this is what I do. Like, I have more than one source of income. You guys knew that I was with an affiliate marketing company. I did that for 2 years, made great money, and I found a similar company that's more inclusive in my everyday life. So that's something I do at this very moment, and I do it without thinking, y'all. Like, it's so easy to make money from these opportunities. It's just everyone thinks it's a scam. Everyone always assumes the worst, but that's why everyone aren't bosses. Not saying nothing wrong with being a 9 to 5 or working for someone. Do what makes you happy. I'm just out here working on myself, That's why I stay out the drama. I don't be in people's business. I barely put my business out there, but I wanted to be just a little bit more personal with you dolls. Give you dolls just a little bit more tea than what you're used to from my channel. Because it is officially fall, your girl is gonna go super dark. So of course you gotta pull out the night moth and line those lips. Really dark, really deep. Really fall. Ooh. Okay, dolls, so there you have it. This is the first talk through Tuesday video, although we've done a talk through before and I got pretty good reviews that you dolls liked it. So if you do like this talk through Tuesday ideas, be sure to give me a thumbs up. Leave me questions down below. Be sure to follow my Instagram and my Snapchat, which is at Chrissy the Doll. Now again, this is new for me. I know y'all been rocking with me for like 2 years or whatever, and even longer on Instagram and even longer on my blog. So yeah, I feel like it's time to open up a little bit more, so I don't mind answering questions for you dolls. And again, it's positive vibes only. I don't tolerate any craziness, so please don't get invited to the block party because I have no problem doing that either. Okay, so again, I know y'all always have questions about my lipstick, about my contacts, my hair video. I'm gonna put everything that I can think of, the products that I used. I'm gonna put everything down below in the description box. So be sure to check that out, as well as my YouTube channel. You need to subscribe to this channel, but just so y'all know, you also can subscribe to my fitness and my vlog channels, and I'll put those links in the box as well. And I can't really think of anything else, dolls. So again, I want to thank you so much for your support. I will see you next Tuesday. And as always, stay fabulous and stay fierce.